What's up? Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be doing a spiritual review on this clip right here. We're going to go ahead and give it a listen, and then we're going to come back.
I'm Chris Hayes. Donald Trump is desperate to get everyone to stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein and that so-called client list, even as he spent basically the entire day fielding questions about it, including if his own Attorney General, Pam Bondi, who was reviewing all these materials, told him his name appeared on the list.
What did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden information.
Why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled? Why
I
do you
don't
think that is?
understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information has been given, but I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going.
This whole thing blew up last week when Bondi, who has been pretty outspoken about hyping the existence of Epstein tapes and a client list and bombshell revelations, after going on TV to talk about all that was coming, then turned around and said, it turns out nothing to see here. Some of Trump's most diehard supporters went somewhat predictably nuts, which led to the president sharing this rambling 400-word post, infamously beginning with, "What's going on with my boys," and in some cases, gals. He said MAGA should stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein, who never dies. That the Epstein files were written by the Dems to hurt Trump, including Obama got in there somehow. But they did not release them, which is a little tough to figure out how it was going to hurt Trump if they didn't release them. Then Trump asked about the JFK and Martin Luther King Jr. assassinations, as well as his big lie of a stolen 2020 election, which is, of course, nonsense about Jeffrey Epstein.
So again, we're doing a spiritual review of this, and this is for spiritual purposes and educational purposes. Okay. All right. So they made some claims here. So one claim that they made was that Obama and Clinton them and Biden them wrote or created these Epstein files. So Spirit, can you tell us about who wrote these? They're saying that Obama, Biden, Clinton them wrote these Epstein files. So from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like they wrote the files, but it looks like they could be in the files, connected to the files some type of way. Don't look like in a good way. Let's see here. Then Obama, Clinton, Biden them. What is their connection to these Epstein files? Did they so-called write them like Trump say? Nah, they didn't write those files. But they're connected to those files. Again, take what resonates, leave what don't. So the question was, did Obama them, Clinton, Biden them, Brennan them write these Epstein files? No, they didn't. But they are connected to the Epstein files. Okay? So now he's making these claims saying that the Epstein files, he's claiming that these people wrote the Epstein files, but yet he won't release them. Okay, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Cars was slipping a little bit. Oh yeah, they definitely don't want this information to come out in the spirit. So the meat and potatoes is this. Is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? Everybody wants to know. The people want to know. Is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? Please and thank you, Spirit. As always, we want to give thanks to the Great Mother and the ancestors and the angelic beings that watch over these readings. Provide us with these divine messages and provide us with protection. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. The people want to know, is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? Is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? The people want to know. The people want to know, is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? Please and thank you. Is he in or connected to these Epstein files? Ashe, thank you. So, it's looking like a yeah. He's connected to him. And he's in them. Is Donald Trump in these Epstein files? Is Donald Trump in these Epstein files? Is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? Is Donald Trump in the Epstein files? Yeah. That's what I'm getting in the spirit. Mm-hmm. And they don't want you to see this information in the spirit. Yeah. But he's definitely in there. From what the cards are reading. He's definitely in there. Mm-hmm. They're trying to pull the wool over y'all eyes. All right. They're trying to pull the wool over y'all eyes. While you're going through this whole thing, make sure you're taking care of yourself, because he up in there. Now. All right. Now, the other meat and potatoes is to what extent is he involved in this? Like, how deep does the rabbit hole go with him being connected and in these Epstein files? How deep does the rabbit hole go? And how much is he connected to these Epstein files? Please and thank you, Spirit. Ashe. To what extent? To the extent that he's nervous that you guys look like you're going to see straight through it. Very, very nervous. Very, very nervous. He's sick. He's sick. He's sick. And there's some written information, text information, some type of information going back and forth about this situation. He's very much involved and deeply involved. And he's sick. So I want to get some clarity on this blender here. Get some clarity on that blender. What is... Can you give me some more clarity on that? Please and thank you. There's something being blocked. There's a... They're trying to block this information. They're trying to block... Can you give me some more card, Spirit? Releasing the information about the Epstein files is connected to too much other sensitive people and information. And it's going to cause an even bigger problem. You think it's just the Republicans. You think it's just only them. Or some people think it's only just them. And it's not. It's other people who you wouldn't expect to be a part of these files. That's why they haven't released them. So I want to pull on this virus, this bacteria. What's going on with this sickness? What? He's taking medicine for whatever sickness he got going on. He's taking medicine, injections. But no, it doesn't seem to be doing the best. It helps him sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like it's an in-between. He got good days and bad days. But he's coping with it. He's coping with it, and you know, I mean, still a bag of shit. I mean, hey, you know, yeah. The things that he's trying to use to cope, they last for a little bit, but you know, he starts getting back in his feelings when his health is like consciously bothering him and like noticeably bothering him, where he has to do things to like make sure he doesn't deteriorate any faster than what he is. And he trying to pull tricks over your eyes with that. Look, nothing to see here. No, I'm not sick. I'm in pristine condition. No. Abracadabra. Boom. You didn't see nothing. Them ain't cankles. You didn't see anything. So what is this anxiety about? Even though we already know what it's about. And I also, it looks like, American people, if y'all keep pushing him, he gonna break. I'm getting the feeling that that's why he's so anxious. Is that if you continue to be persistent and do not waver, you will get what you want. You will get the answer that you seek. And that's the realization that he doesn't want you guys to have. Is that if you keep pressing him and don't give up on it and don't fall for none of the gaslighting, you will get the end. You will get it. But it's going to be a doozy. Know what I mean? You ain't going to be happy with what you find in those files. Period. So just make sure you have your spiritual armor on when it does come out. So thank you for listening and watching. Like, comment, and share. And until the next time, have a great day.